Joe Chili, mornings from 7 to 9 on Buffalo's oldie station, The Big Weck. Joining us on The Big Weck, Buffalo on the Rise today is Jeff Hahn from SC Parker. Jeff, how you doing?
Fine, thanks. How are you, Joe?
Good to see you. I'm doing very well. And you know what? When we start talking investments, my hands start to sweat. Because you know so much more about this than I do. I almost feel that...
I would hope so.
Yeah, I would almost feel that, we should have like somebody maybe of your tutelage, somebody that you have instructed to kind of hang around with us most of the time so we don't make any mistakes. Does that work? Or do we still make mistakes even when we're in the business?
I don't know if I'm quite getting where you're going on this one,
I'm just saying,
Joe.
in fact, whenever I make a financial decision, I'm always like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, stock market, is it still in flux, if you will?
It is always in flux.
In flux,
yes. We're out of the correction. We had a pretty deep correction, ended in March or April, and we've pulled out of it. May was a very good month. The market is basically back to where it started the beginning of the year at.
So that's a good thing, I guess. Mm-hmm. What's the difference? I don't really get this. What's the difference between stocks and bonds?
Oh, great question. So a stock, when you invest in a stock, what you are doing is buying ownership of a company. When you put money into bonds, you're making loans. So they're completely different financial activities, completely different investment activities, completely different usage of money, right? You can only do so many things with $1, Joe. You can buy something or you can lend it. And when you put money in your bank account, you're lending it to the bank.
When you talk about, like, for instance, treasury bills,
yeah,
are they bonds?
Yes, they're a
okay,
loan.
they are. They're a loan.
Lending the money to the U.S. government.
And a lot of countries do this too. In treasury bills, it's not just here in the States. You might have China or whatever that bought. You can buy treasury bills, right? Anybody can invest?
It's a global market. Anybody can invest in them. The Treasury has $35 trillion worth of debt, and it's all different types of bonds.
Now, not you specifically, but SC Parker's been around for 100 years.
Yes, we have.
I want to make sure. 100 years.
We are celebrating the 100-year anniversary of SC Parker. We are the longest continuous running investment firm in the Buffalo area.
That's incredible to me.
It is.
It's incredible in any kind of business,
right,
let alone a business. You're saying, when you're talking about the stock market, it's constantly in flux.
Yes.
So that means your business is constantly in flux as well?
Well, the value of people's accounts and our own money is constantly changing when it's invested in the stock market. The economy is constantly changing, Joe, and the stock market just kind of reflects that, I guess.
What about planning for individuals, whether it be for me, my personal planning, estate planning, which I'm not really sure. Maybe you can tell us exactly what that is too.
So there's a difference between just investing and then the financial planning side. And that's two things that we spend a lot of time on. The plan is very much individualized. We can all buy Apple, right? Mm-hmm. We can all buy Microsoft. Mm-hmm. But our financial plan has to do with our circumstances, our life, and what steps we can take to make our life better. It's a big difference. It involves your money, but it's not focused solely on your money.
Let me ask you one other thing too.
Yeah.
A term that I don't really understand, and maybe our audience doesn't either, generational wealth.
Yeah, it's a big thing for us. We have accounts that originated in 1925.
Really?
Yes, they're on the third, fourth, and even fifth generation of some families. So generational wealth it's a goal, right, where one generation is passing along invested assets or wealth to the following generations. It becomes more and more important, we think, as economic uncertainty in general increases. You know, the world is changing, technology is changing, but the transfer of wealth, the creation of wealth, and the good practices that bring that about are a big part of what we do, and it's something that we concentrate on.
Is that what they're talking about when they talk about old money? And you know,
Kinda,
you heard that
yeah.
expression before, you know, oh, they come from old money.
Yeah, that, you know, the Woolworths or the
Yeah.
W.T. Grant, and they'd pass down, you know, the Walmarts and that kind of thing, yeah.
You know, when they refer to me, they say he comes from small money. So just so you
Friends in
realize.
low places,
Yeah,
Joe,
yeah,
we all
exactly.
got them.
Exactly. I mean, that's generally the way that it works.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if people would like to get a hold of you, best way to reach SC Parker.
Give us a call at the office, 632-6800, and if you call during business hours, our lovely Susan will answer the phone, and it will always be answered by a human being. You won't get a machine.
That's very good. Lovely Susan.
Yeah.
For more information and answers to your questions, contact Lovely Susan at SC Parker, 5892 Main Street in Williamsville. You can call 716-632-6800 and online at scparker.com. Sponsorship and promotional consideration for the preceding segment was provided by SC Parker. The views expressed on the program are general in nature and are not intended to be investment advice. Any discussion of individual securities should not be construed as a recommendation or solicitation by the presenters. And don't forget to join me weekday mornings, 7 to 9 a.m. on The Big Week.